Yeah, hey, drop.
Prime Coverage Sports Network. Real coverage, real conversation.
All right, welcome to the Lockdown Coverage Podcast, part of the Prime Coverage Sports Network. My name is Jim Wegs, a.k.a. Wegs. You can follow me on X and on Instagram at Wegspool. I will go to the godfather of Pittsburgh is here today, Kenny Cassanova. Where can we find you, sir?
Find me everywhere, man. I just got done shooting a Renegade Rundown podcast. Definitely excited about being on the show today. Catch me on Primetime Hoops and everywhere on the network, man. I'm a legend over here, so
no doubt about it.
Looking good. And Sean the Scout Davich, where can we follow you, sir?
Facebook at Sean.Davich or Twitter /6 at Sean Davich, whichever you prefer. Cassanova, good to see you again, my man.
Yes, sir.
And we're hoping to get Zell Smith on here. He had some crazy internet situation, but we'll get him on. Follow the network at PCSN Media on X and Prime Coverage Sports Network on Instagram, and Facebook, also YouTube. So let's talk a little bit about news first, guys, before we get into this mock draft. I mean, that's what he really wants to hear about, the mock draft. But let's start. There was a ton of news this week. I mean, the NFL just does not quit. And so it's just crazy. I mean, it's like, first and foremost, you've got Dexter Lawrence gets traded to Cincinnati from the Giants. Giants, obviously, they get a 10th round pick, a 10th pick overall in this draft right away. So that ups their stock. Lawrence, who was, by the way, waiting at 394 is what I heard at the physical, but he passed, is going to be an anchor in the middle of that Cincinnati defense. So let's talk about the division rival first. Kenny, what do you think about this trade for Cincinnati and also the Giants?
Cincinnati, you dummies. Well, okay, let's say this. Dexter Lawrence is a really good player. Let's start with the positives. He's a really good player. They got them all-pro type of guy. But this is such a Cincinnati move.
Right.
You didn't need to beef up your D-line. You needed to beef up your secondary. Just pass on them like everybody's been doing the last 5 years. Just continue to pass the ball. They didn't address any of that was a need. Like, okay, I get you needed a D tackle, cool. But you took your 10th pick and something that you could have used to get you maybe some safety help. Caleb Downs, ding, 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 ding. Won't talk about that. We got the mock draft coming soon. So you decided to trade that pick, which could have been used for secondary help, which you really do need to beef up the line of scrimmage. And then you got a guy who's weighing 394 pounds.
Yeah. Plus they paid him $28 million, I think, for the 1 year. So
Then they paid him. Oh, Cincinnati, I love you. I love you so much. I can't wait to play y'all.
What about you, Sean? What's your response to this?
Well, clearly the Bengals held them in high regard if they're willing to swap a top 10 draft pick for them. Landing a pick like that, this actually hasn't been done in the league in some time. The last trade like this involved Randy Moss, as a matter of fact, for a pick this high. Vikings actually ended up using that pick on Troy Williamson, and unfortunately, Vikings fans know how well that turned out. It was Randy Moss without hands. But this was another move that clearly reeked of desperation for the Bengals, as Kenny said. They have other more pressing needs. Their defensive line is going to look good, but that's hardly the story. They need to play better defense, and frankly, they're not going to get any real good help in the secondary without a pick, like in the top 10. So, yeah, I don't think this was worth the price to pay.
So you guys both think that the Giants made out well in this one?
Absolutely. Top 10 picks.
Top 10 picks now.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah, now they got two, so they're sitting pretty.
Yeah.
We talked last week. We knew that Will Anderson's fifth-year option got picked up, but then they came back and did a 3-year deal. He is now the highest-paid non-quarterback in the NFL at $150 million over those 3 years, $134 million guaranteed. That's the key number, $134 million guaranteed. Cassanova, that is a lot of Hawaii trips right there,
Oh
pal.
yes, hey, you can buy Hawaii. Let me stop. No, but listen, that's well deserved. Now that's Ingles. That's how you do business. That's a well deserved contract. That kid is amazing. He's been amazing since day one. He deserves to be paid like that because that is the price that you pay for edge rushers in this league. And with the production that he gave, with that defense that they had in Houston, and him and Danielle Hunter leading the way, I mean, this was perfect. This is how business is supposed to work. You do your job, we'll do ours. You do your job, we give you money. Simple.
That's right. Pretty simple. Sean, any objections to it? Do you think this is just in line, or is this just setting the bar just a little too high for those edge rushers?
It certainly sets the bar higher, and it seems like, and I've talked about this before, the market always seems to reset itself when players like this, get contract bumps. But I like the move. I know how good Danielle Hunter is, because he spent a lot of his time here. This takes the pressure off of him too. So people, teams beware. You have two people to account for, two very good edge rushers. So this could be a big part of Houston's game, coming off the edge fast and getting to the quarterback.
Yeah, to me, I think the biggest thing with this move is it puts a lot of pressure on CJ Stroud to produce this year. Yes. Because he's obviously, they picked up his 5th-year option, so that's good. They keep him at that price point, but now they got to produce, because I can't see them paying him $50 million after this deal. So it's one of these things that hopefully they can keep it and have a great year like I thought they had last year. Trent Williams got a 2-year extension for San Francisco. It looks like he's got, $28 million. I put that in the wrong. He got a 2-year extension from what I saw. This is the wrong note. Mm-hmm. So obviously you needed to pay him because he's their best offensive lineman. He's getting a little older. So Scott, what do you think about this? And do you think they still need to address this in the draft this year?
They might. I don't see them doing it right away, but Trent Williams is still one of the best in the business despite his age. He's the blindside protector for Brock Purdy, and that's important. That can't be overstated enough. So I like the move. I'm not sure he'll get another extension like this again, but it was wise to do it now while the 49ers have restocked pretty much everywhere else. Now it's going to be up to them to stay healthy. But I could see them targeting a lineman. Again, not right away.
Yeah. Cassanova, you like this move for them? He's
the heart and soul of their team. I mean, you've seen the team without Trent Williams, how they look as a whole team. Even the defense is affected by Trent Williams being out the game. I've never seen it before. Right. You watch the 49ers play with Trent Williams, and they're a confident team. They're a confident bunch as a whole. And then when he goes out, they're just not the same. So yes, you do this. This is a farewell, of course, type of move, and of course you need to address that lineman position in the draft because you got Trent Williams there to teach him. That is perfect. Right. That's perfect. The next guy gets ushered in by one of the greatest tackles to ever play the game. He's a gold jacket guy. He's a gold jacket guy. So definitely want to get the protege in there. Let him get in there and work out with the guy who's getting a gold jacket. Man, that's perfect.
Yeah, teach him all the tricks. Teach him all the tricks. Mm-hmm. I'll skip the one. We'll have a discussion on A.J. Brown. Let's talk about Brandon Aubrey got paid too, man. I've never seen a kicker get paid so much money. 4 years, $28 million, wow. $20 million guaranteed. That's a Jerry Jones move all the way. So I know you're laughing about this, Cassanova, but did you ever think a kicker could make $7 million a year? I mean, did you ever think about
Jones
that?
Roster, yes. Because Jerry Jones will jump out the window and pay a kicker, but George Pickens got to wait for his money. Oh my gosh. How backwards is this guy? How backwards is he? He talking about to win a ring before he dies? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
Oh, I hope you're listening, Tip.
I'm so serious. Look at this. What are we doing? We paid a kicker $7 million. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. Let me say.
He's a great kicker.
You can really kick. You are a lethal weapon. I agree. But George Pickens is still waiting on money, and you had $20 million guaranteed to give to a kicker.
I can't believe it. Yeah. 4-year deal. I mean, for a 4-year deal. I could meet a 2-year deal. I mean, you saw what happened to Baltimore.
Yeah. It's Jerry Jones though. So nothing shocks me what this man does. But wow, you really he He's hilarious.
Sean, same sentiments, or what?
Pretty much. Jerry Jones is in his 80s now, and the man seems to get more senile by the year. Having said that, though, Brandon Aubrey, he's been a big part of my fantasy football success. And if anybody deserves an extension like this, it's probably him.
Yes.
He's got a big leg. He's real accurate. But a contract like this, what's this going to mean for other kickers in the league going forward?
Jeez.
There's no way. Nobody else will pay a kicker that much money.
And Jerry Jones wants another ring before he bites the dust. I'd love to hear what he's thinking about all this.
Unless they're going to change the rules where 60-yard field goals are worth 5 points or something, maybe
something like that. It got to be
still
something.
Wouldn't be enough,
right?
Let's have a little bit of debate as we buy a little time for Zell to get his internet back up. AJ Brown, I read this from Schefter, who's NFL insider, that I'm not saying it's a done deal, but the way I'm reading this tweet about him, talks heating up with New England, and that essentially it can't happen until around June 1st because the $40 million salary will get split between 2 years. That's why there's no trade right now. Otherwise, it's a 1-year cap hit. So now it can be split amongst 2 years. So it sounds to me like it's going to happen. But I want your guys' opinion, Sean. Shed some light. What do you think's happening with A.J. Brown? Do you think he's really going to get traded to New England? And would that affect the way Philadelphia should approach this draft?
Yes. We kind of thought this was happening the last few weeks when we brought up the subject. Brown needs to change the scenery. I think this is the right time for him to move on. And this is the right time for the Patriots to be picking up a big weapon like him. Coming off a disappointing game in the Super Bowl, they need more weapons. They need to protect their guy better. But having a guy to throw to like Brown, a proven weapon in this league, will help. And I'm sure there's some ongoing discussions on what the details in this draft or in this trade are going to be. And we may not know this for a little while yet, maybe even close to the trade. Probably after the draft is when maybe things will make more sense in terms of details of this trade. I'm sure Philly's going to want a good return.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cassanova, what are you thinking, or what are you hearing?
Yes, I mean, I agree. Philly's definitely going to want a good return on this one because of what the Bills had to give up to get more from
DJ Moore.
Right.
So if he's getting a second-round pick, if I'm Philly, you better give me a first.
It probably will be a first.
You better give me a first because that's what the market is. We're going to go by the market rules or the deal doesn't happen. You need him more than we, you know what I'm saying? You need him. So if you want him, give up what you have to give up. But I think, for both sides, it's a great move from the perspective of it's time to separate. Jalen Hurts and AJ, it's not mixing. It's not working. They were best friends outside of this. And so, sometimes friends cannot work together, and that's okay. That's okay. I think they'll wish each other the best, but it's good. It's good for this divorce to happen. It's really good. I think that's why Philly went and got Wegs from Green Bay because they're like, okay, we know we're getting rid of A.J. Brown. Give us another big target. Younger, can reset the market. Ain't got to pay him as much. And then you already got Devontae Smith. So, I mean, you already got your, certain guys. So you may even pick up a weapon in this draft. So, Philly may even do that. So it's a good move all the way around. You just hope that between now and June 1st that nothing gets mixed up or messed up or that New England doesn't want to give up the compensation for AJ because then you run into an issue.
And Philly's going to want it because they've got a lot of issues they need to address, especially on offense. If they want to be that kind of offense that keeps you guessing like they did, during the Super Bowl run, but that's where they need their fix. So we'll see what happens, though.
Yeah, I mean, because Smith really benefited from single coverage a lot, and that's why he did really well in the Super Bowl. But at the same time, AJ, over the middle guy, run after catch guy, they don't really have that on the team now. I don't think Wegs can provide that. I did see that Kayshon Boutte might be on the move now from New England if this happens. But even if he goes back to Philly, I don't think he's the same kind of player. Maybe there's a player in this draft. We could talk about it in a little bit. Yeah, if there's somebody who could be that. But it is a deep wide receiver draft. So they definitely could. They don't even have to go first round. They could do second round guys and take shots. for sure. Let's talk about a couple more news. And I don't know if this is real news or not, but we've been talking about it with the Rams. Their backup is Jimmy G, but he's considering retirement. I mean, the guy barely played anyway. But and I saw something funny, like he's going to go right to the Lifetime movie network or something and become Lifetime movie star. But the thing about this, and I don't know if he's just kind of crying for money or what's the deal, is that doing it right before the draft is obviously telling, because they have an older quarterback in Stafford. They don't have a real good backup if Jimmy retires. So what impact do you think this has, Kenny? What do you think happens if he does, or is he just clamoring for a little more cash?
If Jimmy G retires, he had a great career. He had a great career, but at the end of the day, Jimmy G always, to me, didn't reach where he's supposed to. He didn't reach where he's supposed to as far as, where we thought he was going to go after being in New England. And so Jimmy G, he, playboy, he probably goes somewhere and, make some money somewhere else.
Sean, any thoughts on this?
It's interesting timing, certainly. I don't know where he would go if he did want to play anywhere else, at least at the moment. This is kind of surprising. If he walks away, he'd probably do it soon. But if he's saying something like this now, then it's obviously in the cards, and the Rams need to know what his plans are right away, so they can address something in the draft. This might actually affect the quarterback plans now. Yeah,
right. For backup, at least.
Yep.
Hopefully Kenny's feeling better with that voice. But I wanted to make the last one. I added this today that Mike Tomlin is now going to join Football Night in America. You guys mentioned this on your Renegade rundown today, so that was exciting to hear. Look, I'm excited for Tomlin. He gives the only thing about that Football Night in America, in my opinion, it's kind of soft. All the takes are very soft. It's kind of nice and easy. Like, hey, it's Sunday night. Let's be nice to everybody. I kind of feel like Tomlin might be a straight shooter and just say they're not playing. They got to do this, they got to do that. But that's just my take on him. So, Kenny, I'll give you the first crack here. What do you think he's going to bring to that Football Night in America podcast?
A lot of Tomlinisms will be said on the podcast. Not on the podcast, but on the Sunday Night Crew for sure, man. I think Tomlin is meant for TV. He's meant for TV. That's his other side to him. He's going to show his personality. I think it's a great addition. As Pittsburgh people, we already kind of knew that's where he was kind of leaning towards if he was going to leave Pittsburgh. But shout out to Tomlin, man. I'm happy for him. I know he's probably getting paid way more money doing that than he did ever as a coach. And so, man,
a lot easier prep.
It's a lot easier. Definitely a lot easier prep for sure.
Mm-hmm. Sean, what do you think about him? Is that a refreshing change?
It was a change that I think they wanted to make. I mean, Tony Dungy, I'm gonna miss him. I like him a lot, but he and Tomlin aren't the same people. Dungy's more of the wiser kind of person, and like you guys have been saying, that Tomlin's more of a straight shooter. He won't sugarcoat things. Maybe that's what the network is targeting for when they discuss issues around the league or games at hand, things like that. Maybe that's what they're going for, and I can see that going well among the audience.
For sure. All right. Well, I'm going to check in on Zell quickly. Let's see if he's going to get us in here. But let me explain the rules for the mock draft first for our listeners and viewers. So we decided to do this. I just get excited about the draft, and I just started looking up mock drafts all the time. I thought it'd be fun. We do it. So what we're going to do is hopefully we get a 4-man draft if Zell can join us. So we each were assigned, 8 different slots in the draft in order, more or less. Kenny and I in the middle kind of flip a little bit just so I can do the Bears and he can do Steelers and so on. And so we'll get a minute per pick. Each person is going to tell them who they're going to pick. Why for the team is it a fit? Something about the player. And then if there's comments, please provide them. Tell us what you think. You can give us a D, an F, whatever, all the way to an A+. Let us know if you like the pick, you don't like the pick, or thought we should do something different. The little bit of a wrinkle that we're going to add is each drafter can do one trade back during this draft in this first round. And it's pretty straightforward. If the drafter says, hey, I'm in the number one position, I'm sure Kenny wants to give it to his Steelers. But if he's got the first pick and he wants to go back to the 20th spot, he can just do it. And then that person who has the 20th spot's got to step right up and make that pick. And they've got a minute on the clock. So hopefully that makes sense. Didn't want to make it too complicated, and I'll do my best to keep up with all this stuff. But we really want your comments out there. Looks like we got some viewers, which is exciting. Zell is not commenting. So we'll get started, I guess. He's supposed to get started in a few minutes, so maybe we'll pick his pick the first time, and then we can come back around. So before we kick it off altogether, we got to acknowledge Kenny has got the suit on like he was getting drafted himself today. So why don't you give us a little flavor for what's happening in Pittsburgh, because you guys are hosting the draft officially for the first time, I think since 1947 or something, if I read that.
Yeah, something crazy like that. Yeah.
Tell us what it's like in the Burgh and what are people thinking and what's happening. Man,
I'm telling you, it's an exciting time, man. It's a very festive mood. The energy is electric, very electric, man. It's contagious. We all are excited because, like you guys said, it's been forever. It's been forever since this has been the case, and man, we got so much stuff planned and everything like that. Everybody trying to get to the city. I told everybody, if you're going to go into Pittsburgh to go watch this, you have to make sure wherever you are at, you are leaving that place, and you probably want to try to get up there around breakfast time. I'm talking about early breakfast, because you're not going to be able to get into the city from 9 on the rest of the day. And so if you live anywhere on the outskirts of the city, please find a way to get there. Uber will not work. You'll be sitting in traffic, you and your Uber driver, for hours. I promise you that. It's because everybody's here. Everybody's coming, and there's a bunch of concerts this weekend too. It's just going to be crazy. And then normally, it's in the playoffs too for the Penguins, and so you got that going on. Even though they're not playing here, they'll be at the bars watching the games, and so you're going to have that influx on top of the draft, man. It's just an exciting time around here.
And so where are they holding it? Are they holding it at the stadium?
At the stadium,
the Steelers stadium?
Yep, it's right outside the stadium. You're right in the parking lot where we tailgate at and everything at during the regular season.
I got to go to a game there someday. I've seen it.
Oh, twice. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I told everybody, if you've never been to Pittsburgh for a Steelers game, just have that experience one time.
Yeah,
I promise you.
Twice went to one Pirates game. That's all I've done.
You said the Pirates?
I saw a Pirates game there about 5
don't
years
do that
ago.
no more. Yeah, don't do that.
Okay. Steelers it is next time.
Yeah, just the Steelers, yeah.
And then I'll just speak briefly about, the first time they went on the road show like this, they came to Chicago for the first 2 years. Mm-hmm. And it was great. It was great. So many people came in from out of town. They did it all in Grant Park, and it was just electric. Everybody's excited about the league, and it's not just about one team. It's about everybody. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. It just makes things special for that city. They haven't done it in Minneapolis yet, right, Sean?
No, they haven't. They're still discussing such things. I mean, they'll always have parties here, but they're putting in bids to host future ones. I hear it's a possibility, and based on what Cassanova said, traffic will be bad, like California always is around here. So people will need to be prepared.
All right. Well, I think we should get started. Hopefully Zell will join us. He has the fourth pick. Just so you guys know, the general order is Kenny will go first, Sean, then me, then Zell, or we'll figure him out. If maybe we'll alternate his pick if he can't jump in. So Kenny, you, sir, I know you probably don't need a full minute, but I got a timer here. You are on the clock, sir, for the first pick in the draft. I'm sure you're going to deliberate so much, but you're on the clock. And by the way, when you say your pick, before you say your pick, say the pick is in, because I have the special sound to play.
I was about to say, I'm hoping to hear that ditty.
The pick is in.
The pick is in. The pick is in.
And with the first pick in the 2026 draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana.
What? No way!
Pretty obvious choice here.
Yeah, pretty obvious. The kid had a great year. Shout out to him. He did his thing. He did his thing all year. He was a great player at at that at Indiana, and he was the leader of the team, man. That's the good part. The Raiders are getting a leader, and that's why he fits there. They needed somebody to lead them into the future. Forget Kirk Cousins and the contract, but good job. Shout out to Fernando Mendoza, and that is the Raiders' first pick.
Hey, great pick. I definitely think that's the right pick. We'll see. I mean, we got Clint Kubiak. You got a whole new regime there. So
Correct.
hopefully you can do it. Okay, and that was good to include the jingle. Thank you. I had to download it. So yeah, hopefully I won't screw it up again this time. So great pick. We'll go to the second pick. So now you got the Jets are on the clock for Sean. Let me start your clock, and you're on the clock, sir.
Cue the Jeopardy sound while I deliberate here.
Yeah, I didn't do the secondary.
The pick is in.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
With the second pick in the 2026 NFL mock draft, the New York Jets select David Bailey, edge rusher from Texas Tech.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Now, this for me, in my position, I love the versatility he brings.
Mm-hmm.
That 1 year he played at Tech really upped his game. A guy who not only can come off the edge, but can bluff his way into disguising coverage. So this is a Jets defense that badly needs a makeover, and a guy like him is just as versatile as it gets. It sounds like pre-draft meetings went well with this guy, so I think this is the obvious choice for New York.
Okay,
ooh, who do we have here?
We have Sal. He made it. We've got internet. We've got internet, baby. So if you, just in case you missed it, Zell, I know you're really shocked that Mendoza was taken first. For the Jets, they took David Bailey at 2, the pass rusher out of Texas Tech. I'm up next with Arizona. I'm glad you're on here because I am going to pull my trade card right now.
Oh, wow.
Because a guy fell that I didn't think was going to fall, and I am going to trade this pick. So the third pick for Arizona is now going to become Dallas's pick at number 12. So now you, sir, are on the clock. So Dallas is on the clock now for our mock draft instead of Arizona. Arizona falls to 12. There's compensation we'll figure out later. So you, sir, have 1 minute on the clock as Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys, who are now.
All right, come on, Jerry Jones. Who are you picking on here? Come on, Jerry.
And you have to say, by the way, Adele, when you want to make your pick, say the pick is in, so I can play the little jingle.
Okay.
All right, Jerry. Third pick in Jerry's hands.
Okay.
I know I threw you a curveball right away.
Yeah,
that's why I did this. That's why I did this thing. I had to.
Okay,
do a little change. Oh wait, okay, my bad. 1 second. Let me do this. Ready? Yeah.
With the third pick, the Dallas Cowboys pick Averill Reese from Ohio State.
So smart. That is so smart.
Yes.
I love
That's
it.
good. Good pick. So tell us why you made that
Jones,
pick.
That's a smart pick.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones actually made a good pick and a good trade. So why did you do that?
Well, it got switched up because the thing happened. So I didn't think we'd get the third pick, but yeah, I had to switch it up because we really need help on the defensive line, and we think that Mr. Reese can bring a lot of power to a young defense that we already have.
Yes. The reason why I made that trade is because I think if that happens, this sort of circumstances happens, I think they would jump up for Reese. I don't know if they jump up for Bailey because Bailey, maybe is fine, but I think that definitely. I'm not sure if Jerry would give away the 12, but I think that he might give away the the 20th pick that they've got. So nice job. Way to handle that. Let me just switch this in our little ticker here. All Okay, so I screwed everything up, and we'll keep it moving forward. So now the next pick, which is you get back to back now because of the situation. So you still have your fourth pick. I will start the clock. You are still picking for the Titans. You still have your trade, and your minute is going, sir. So let me know.
Tennessee just lives in the top 5.
Okay, the pick is in.
Okay, one sec. I'm so slow at this. That's why I need a producer.
With the fourth pick, the Tennessee Titans select Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame.
Ooh.
That's right.
I love it. I love it.
So why do you like Love? Why do you love Love?
Well, Tennessee, as we explained in the show, need a lot of help on offense. And, they don't have that running power anymore because they gave away King Henry. So why not bring in a young, fresh, good runner from Notre Dame?
Yep.
Obviously the best running back in this draft. So if you're going to Tennessee needs to do something, obviously, to get better on offense. So
Yes.
I can't disagree with this pick.
No, I think it's a good pick. I think it's a good pick for sure. Give me 1 second. Okay, we are back to the top. That means the Giants are on the clock when you start your minute.
The first of an enviable top 2
Mr. Kenny, one of 2 top 10 picks.
Gotcha. You sure? Okay. The pick is in.
Okay. Pick is in.
With the 5th pick in the draft, the New York Giants select Caden Proctor, offensive tackle.
All right. Okay.
And so the reason for this pick right here is protect your franchise. Do not be what the Bengals be. Protect your franchise. You have a top 5 pick. Go get the best tackle in the draft. Please. Go get the best tackle in the draft.
So you think he's the best tackle and left tackle?
I do. I think he's the best tackle in the draft. I like when I see it on tape, for sure. Like I said, they need all the protection you can get. I don't care what nobody tells you. Yes, the good part about them having 2 picks, if you still want to go get the weapon that you want, you can still go get it with the 10th pick. So
I agree with you. That's why I would be with this pick too.
Him at that pick.
Because they have 2 top 10 picks.
They have 2 top 10 picks. It just makes sense. Go get the protection and then go get the weapon. Don't do what the Bengals did. Go get the weapon and no protection.
Right.
Boy, you diss your rivals hard. Oh.
I hate them.
Well, I mean, I think so. It's interesting that you say that. I'm not saying either way, whether it's right or wrong, but like Proctor, I have seen him go up in mock drafts.
Yes.
There's a couple other guys that are out there that have been discussed potentially as ahead of him, but he's one of the guys that could be a left tackle right away. So
yes.
I got you. Okay, so now we are on another franchise that we have kind of crapped on most of the time in this podcast. So the Browns are on the clock. You are beginning now at the 6th pick, Sean.
I'm reminded of once when the Vikings actually missed making a pick, sending it in on time years ago.
That's right.
The pick is in.
Okay.
With the 6th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Carnell Tate, wide receiver of the Ohio State University.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Simply put, the Cleveland Browns need offensive help, and the best receiver available in the draft for you at this point, you got to take the guy.
Correct.
The speed I heard was a little bit concerning for the guy, but still a real talented guy, more talented than anybody at his position in this league. And if the Cleveland Browns want to go anywhere, they need to complement their defense. So get yourself a wideout like him.
Yeah, I can't fault the pick. Did you, just asking you, because we got things going here. Did you contemplate you got 2 picks in the for top, first round. Did you contemplate taking a tackle instead of the receiver here versus doing the receiver first?
I often go with the mentality of explosive playmakers over obvious needs, but yes, that did come up.
Okay.
Not everybody agrees with that philosophy, and every so often it doesn't work. But
yeah,
Cleveland does need help on offense.
We're encouraging grades of this draft so far, everybody. So please let us know your comments.
Yep. Cleveland needs the help.
Cleveland definitely does.
All right, so I am on the clock. I will start, and I get the Mighty Commanders at the 7th pick. I already know who I'm going to pick though. Stop that. All right, the pick is in, Commissioner.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, with the 7th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders are going to take linebacker Sonny Styles out of Ohio State University.
That's amazing.
Good pick.
That's amazing.
Good pick.
This dude is super fast. I don't know if you saw him run at the combine, but
yes,
he is fast. He is strong. Now, granted, he is a middle linebacker. He might be able to rush a little bit, but he's not really an edge rusher, which you've seen. Going at the top 7 for a middle linebacker is tough, but this could be a Ray Lewis type guy, a guy who can just go sideline to sideline. They need better defense. That Commanders defense is sorry. So I love the pick, but what do you guys think?
Ohio State really produces good linebackers.
Yeah, they do.
They have historically. They have here.
Yeah, we definitely benefited a couple times from those linebackers for sure.
For sure. All right, Zell, we're gonna start the clock for you. Give me a second. With the 8th pick, you have your minute now, sir, for the Saints. The 8th pick.
The Saints would like to make a trade.
Oh, all right.
All right.
The clock. Who are you trading to?
We're trading our 8th for the Dolphins' 11th.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, so let me see what that is. Just screw up. So the 11th is to me. Okay. Okay, so I'll back up. All right, so I'm going back here. Fins, huh? Okay, got you. And then you've got my minute has to start now. Can't mess around here. All right, I got a minute to figure this out. Nice job, Zell. Way to keep me on my toes. Saints. Okay. I gotta go to my list. Yeah, I still like that guy. All right. I'm sweating a little bit. I think I know what I want. That pick is in. All right, with the 8th selection in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins will select Caleb Downs, safety from Ohio State University. All these Ohio State dudes coming off the board. We know that the Finns are not great on defense as well. This guy's the best ball hawking safety in this draft, playmaker. I did think that he'd probably go to the Saints. He is now a Miami Dolphin. So, Caleb Downs, welcome to South Beach, baby.
Quite simply the best safety in this draft. Love what he's going to bring to the table for a Miami team that desperately needs some help in that secondary.
Yes.
Definitely need help in the secondary.
That's right. So now, let me see. I think we're back up to Kenny. I'm going to update the band. So, Kenny, I'll give you your minute. Second.
Let me talk to Andy Reid real quick. Hold on.
Is he in a reasonable mood with a cheeseburger in his hand?
Yeah. He's eating cheeseburger and wings.
Your minute has begun, sir, so you're good. So Browns took.
See what you and Mr. Mustache come up with.
You sure? Okay. We're sure. We're sure. The pick is in.
All right. 1 second.
And with the 9th pick in the 2026 draft, the Chiefs will select Keon Sadiq, tight end, Oregon.
Whoa, Sadiq jumps up. I love it.
Mm.
Okay, so Sadiq. So tell us about this pick. We replacing.
Dude is a hybrid. He is basically, literally getting a Travis Kelce prototype to be brought along by the Hall of Famer himself while he's still there, and you usher in a new wave, and you give Patrick Mahomes another weapon that he can be comfortable with. You know, Sadiq is a guy who can block, he can pass catch, but he's one of those unicorn tight ends he can dang near line up at slot if you need him to sometimes. They did that at Oregon a lot, where they put him out at the slot because them little corners can't cover him. He's going to be able to run past all the linebackers because he runs a 4.39. And so I want people to remember that. He's a tight end that runs a 4.39. There's nothing else to discuss. You need tight end help because this guy's 87.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
I like this pick. I do.
Zell, any thoughts?
Man, it's a good pick because Travis Kelce on his way out.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, he's a chess piece, right? Because he can still block. He's not like a Kelce who doesn't block. So
yeah,
this dude's big. He's real big.
He is.
Okay, hopefully I caught up there. So let's see here. Let me make sure I'm on my game. So we still have got integrity for now. So Chiefs went. We got the Giants. Let me start your clock, Sean. And you are now on the clock, sir, for the Giants. This is the pick that they got from Dexter Lawrence this week.
More stock to play with. I got to commend New York for how they've approached this offseason. They're just doing everything right. The pick is in.
All right, we made it.
With the 10th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Vega Ione,
Oh,
the offensive guard from Penn State.
Wow.
wow. We were just talking.
I'm going to walk back to a comment Cassanova made earlier. Protect your franchise. And this guy is as good as it gets as guard. Guard is, they need interior help badly. And, you know, one of my feature picks might be upset about this pick I just made. But
Well, I mean, this is because with Caden Proctor now, because that's what Kenny picked at 5. Now you got Vega. You got an entire half of the line now.
Yeah, your line is good. Yeah.
yep.
So definitely not what the mock drafters are saying, but I think that makes sense. Protect the franchise with Jackson Dart. Maybe get a wide receiver later in the draft, right? I mean, because it's
a good wide receiver draft.
So. Yeah, it's a good wide receiver draft for sure.
So what do you think?
Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick at all, especially for the Giants.
I was telling Kenny that I think he's the best offensive lineman in this draft period. It's just he's a guard, you know, and that's the only issue with him. So,
definitely.
Okay, now, Zell, you are on the clock now as the Saints, if I am correct. So, this is your turn. I will set your timer. And we are a go. 1 minute.
Okay. The big is in.
All right.
With the 11th pick The New Orleans Saints select Ruben Bain
Oh,
from Miami.
That really worked out for you. I think that move back was a smart move. Kenny did not take him with the Chiefs, which I thought was a possibility. So you just played that. He did. Zell was saying he did some. What did you say? You did some mock.
I did like a simulator, so I was playing around with numbers and players.
I like it. Kenny, did you consider Bain for KC at 9?
I did. I looked at him because I have all my draft people lined up and written down. He was one of the selections, but I was like, man, Sadiq is sitting out there. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to pass up on a talent like that. You just don't.
I got you. Okay. All right. Well, I'm on the clock now as Arizona. Put that started. I got to think about this now. The pick is in. The pick is in, Commissioner. The pick is in. All right, with the 12th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals will take cornerback Mansour Delane from LSU.
Okay.
I figured he was going to come off the board around this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd be there, and I mean, maybe it's a good move back for us. We'll see. Not that I care about Arizona, but what can we say? Do you guys? Well, we don't have to show hands, I guess, but do you still have him as the best corner in this draft? Or do you like other guys in this draft?
To me, he was probably the best.
I like Terrell, Avion Terrell from Clemson. Yeah.
All right. He's the first corner off the board. Not first defensive back, first corner. So now we've got, let's see. Okay, we've got Kenny with the Rams. I'll put you on the clock, sir. You are on the clock for your minute.
A trade has been made.
Woo!
All right, here we go.
Now,
Trade has been made. Okay.
Now, what I'm about to do might be redundant, but I'm trading back to the 21st pick for the Steelers to move up. So I'm still on the clock.
Oh, this is just to pat yourself on the back.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Somebody read the system.
I can't wait to hear the details behind this one later.
Okay, so Steelers are at 13. Rams are not at 21, is what you said, right? Okay, we've got that. He traded with himself. This is all acceptable. It's acceptable. It's fair. It's in the rules.
Yes, it is.
Fair. It's within our protocol.
Throwing the alley-oop to myself.
Oh, my God, that's awesome. Okay, so is the pick in or you need a second?
The pick is in. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Okay,
I know this. With the 13th pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers will select Jordan Tyson, receiver, Arizona State.
It's exactly who you wanted. You wanted that guy.
Yes.
Awesome, dude. We talked about it in this podcast.
All right, so that's the second receiver that comes off the board. A lot of people liked him. Steelers did need some weaponry.
Yes, he definitely adds. He adds for sure. I like the fact that he's versatile. He can line up outside, but he can line up in the slot too. Give us a little bit of versatility at that. Big body receiver. Tall Michael Pittman body type, which is a good thing. And he fits what Mike McCarthy wants to do. You know, so I like what I've seen from the kid, and welcome to the Steelers.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I mean, obviously, I was candidly for the Cardinals, I was contemplating him as well. So, you know, it was like, do I take him? Do I take him? I didn't. So nice pickup. Fun use of the trade there. I like that. So nice work. Any other? You guys talk amongst yourselves so I can catch up on the clicker for a second.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
It's been a great draft so far, man. I ain't gonna lie, I like that
the great heist.
that Caleb Downs pick. I like that.
Caleb Downs, yeah. That was
Yeah,
good.
Caleb Downs, I really did like that pick right there. Even the Averill Reese, like that was to me, that might have been the best pick right there. Because to me, it literally fits exactly what they need. Like that's just like Jerry Jones would never do that.
Exactly.
You would never do nothing that smart. That is smart.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, because it's like Averill Reese, yeah, he's that. He's that for sure.
Switch this. So this was the Rams, right? Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay, I am caught up now. We will do the ticker. Okay, let's just make sure I've got it tracked. Well, it's fun because you're at least in the same order, so that doesn't make it hard. Okay, so that's Steelers. So now we have Sean at 14 for the Ravens. You're the only one with the trade left. Your clock starts now.
Uh-oh.
The
The Ravens.
Let me see. Where did I have this before? The pick is in.
All right.
Ooh.
And with the 14th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Jake Slaughter, center, Florida.
Oh, wow. Okay. Florida, huh?
3 words: Tyler Lindenbaum replaced.
I got you.
Quite simply put, you're not going to replace that guy's talent overnight. But if they don't get some help on the inside, Lamar Jackson's going to age real fast.
Yeah.
And he's already in his 9th or 10th year in the league as it is. So
if let me ask you this: if the Vega guy wasn't, if you obviously picked him, but if you didn't pick him there, would you have had the Baltimore taking that guy, Vega? Yeah. Yeah, he's a stud. Okay, Slaughter from Florida, got you. Interesting. Any comments from you fellas?
They still suck. Oh man, I'm a booty mess out of Baltimore. I'm not gonna lie, I'm booted them.
Oh my god, that's funny.
they certainly aren't in the most favorable position.
I got to, man, and I jumped ahead of them in the draft. I'm happy about that.
You did. That's the best part.
You favored yourself. I love it.
All right, I am on the clock with Tampa for 1 minute. I gotta think about it.
Oh, Tampa.
Decisions. Oh, this isn't what I thought it was going to be, but I'm going to do it anyway.
What's the draft without surprises?
All right, with the 15th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to select Mekhi Lemon.
Oh,
wide receiver.
oh,
That's what they're going for to replace Evans.
Right.
wow.
I wasn't going to do that. I thought he'd be gone.
Wow.
You guys don't you like that or don't like it? Are you guys coughing because it's a bad pick?
Wow.
No.
That might have been the first shocker of the draft.
That's a shot.
Yeah.
Wasn't he mocked in like the 2nd round in some drafts? Now that I think about
He
it.
shouldn't be. That's dumb. He shouldn't be.
First.
Yeah, he should be in the
Everyone I see, he's going to the Rams. And Rams
Yeah.
everyone I've seen.
Every part, I thought about it. I definitely thought about him when I was like, go that route. Because I'm like, because they're going to replace Devontae Adams. I mean, clearly. So I'm thinking that. But I was like, nah, I'm not about to give up Tyson to the Rams. No, we're going to trade that to us.
Right.
So I had to think
Yeah,
about
the other position I was going to think was going to be edge or defense. I just don't love the edges in this group, but I could be wrong. But hey, that's why we got to draft it. That's why we got to draft it. All right, so Zell, nobody's giving us grades online. We got 12 viewers supposedly. Come on, leave me some comments out there. If you hated the pick, let us know.
Maybe they're waiting until the whole thing plays out. We're about halfway done.
Okay, so we've got the Jets on the clock. Sorry, Zell, you have to draft for the Jets, but your minute has begun.
Oof.
Minute has begun for the Jets.
And to
The Jets
recap,
have
the
already
Jets have
taken
Bailey already.
David Bailey, yeah.
Pick is in.
Just so you know, I do not envy you for having this responsibility.
What pick is this again?
The
Number
16.
16.
With the 16th pick. I can't. The second best team in New York. With the 16th pick, the New York Jets select Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver from Indiana.
Whoa.
The wide receivers are flying off the board now.
Okay,
so let's
Lord
see.
knows the Jets need an overhaul more than anything else, but some offensive talent should help him.
correct.
Yeah, just to catch him up.
When you're when you rank second out of two teams in a market like that,
Right? Man,
Right. That's right.
the Giants is looking down on them right now. Like,
Giants are miles ahead.
yes.
All right, let me just update these last couple picks. We had Slaughter, we had Lemon.
Yeah, the Jets might be hiring a new coach after this year.
Thanks to both you and me. Look at the picks we made.
I'm telling you,
we just had so 2 straight wideouts.
yes. I definitely think Mike Tomlin might not be in that booth for a long time.
Everything that's going to pour out
Get
of his mouth.
a year out of it, and then I'm back. He's back now, which is good because they'll have to give us compensation if they want him. So,
That's true, right? For a year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are back to we're number 17 now, Kenny. That's you on the Lions.
Yeah.
Your minute has begun.
Let me talk to Dan. Calm down, Dan Campbell, and talk to him real quick. Relax.
The gambling man.
Yeah, I have to tell him to calm down. He's too hyped.
The one gambling coach in this league when
sure?
Ron Rivera's not around.
So we going with that. All right. All right, the pick is in.
All right, who does Dirty Dan want?
Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan. With the 17th pick in the 2026 draft, the Detroit Lions select Avion Terrell, cornerback, Clemson.
Oh, that's a little bit of a surprise to me. I thought the Lions were going to be more of on the offensive line approach with everything that's gone on.
I thought about that too. It was between, and the crazy part is the last two people came down to was him and Francis Munganga, the O tackle. I was going to go there, but I was like, they need defense bad. Their defense is
The defense is bad, that's for sure.
So I went corner. For that reason, because they need help on that side of the ball. I feel like they can get better on the offensive line, but you can go in later in the draft and do that. You don't have to do that in the first. I think Terrell is a corner out the gate that could start for you day one. You know his brother already, AJ, so he has that in his blood. I thought it was a necessary pick for the Detroit Lions.
There you go.
Well, who knows? Maybe they'll trade their way back in. We'll see.
Yes, there you go.
Okay, Sean, I know you've been thinking about I'm going to start your clock. You got a minute. It's your team, the Vikings.
Uh-oh.
You did this on purpose, didn't you?
Well, I gave everybody your team, so you could trade with yourself like Kenny if you want.
There you go.
Nah, picks in.
Okay.
Hey, what are you doing here, Queasy? Get out of here. You don't run this team anymore. You can't ruin this team anymore with these drafts. Oh my God, where's draft garbage? With the 18th pick in the 2026 NFL draft, The Minnesota Vikings select Dylan Thieneman, safety, Oregon.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Even if Hitman does have a year or two left in him, he needs a heir apparent, and I just love what this kid brings.
Wow. Wow.
And the Vikings still need other needs in this draft in the defensive side, but this is their biggest need by far.
Yeah.
With your longest tenured player and calling it quits soon enough, this I think was their biggest position of need.
Okay.
He's mocked to them on a lot of people's draft board. I mean,
In the first round?
In the first round and
Yep.
to Minnesota. He's been on. I got him currently mocked. I check a couple different people. He's being mocked like to them like 3 out of 4 guys basically.
Yep.
Oh,
It was either going to be him or one of the top corners.
Yeah, because
Okay.
they need secondary help. But this kid he's a ball hawk out of
He
Oregon.
is. He played at Oregon. I love Oregon. That's my favorite
He
team.
dazzled in the combine. Now that doesn't mean that he's a great football player, but he dazzled in the combine. So
Yep.
you know.
Jamarcus Russell did too. He said it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. All
Boy,
right.
that start off.
Any comments, Zell? What do you think about Thieneman? Did you think he was a second rounder?
They definitely needed a safety. They definitely need somebody in the back. I think that's a good pick for them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll start my clock for Carolina.
Are you Carolina?
Carolina.
This is a draft Carolina needs to approach cautiously. They may be, among the crowning favorites after this surprising last year.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Okay.
These guys are dropping like stones. There's a lot of guys. Pick is in. Sorry, Carolina fans.
There we go.
All right, with the 19th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, Carolina will take Spencer Fana, offensive tackle from Utah.
Bryce Young's taking a few steps up. I like the pick. Protect your guy now. But they still need some offensive help, but I like the start.
Yeah.
I mean, all these
That's
guys,
a smart
we
pick.
can tell we're fantasy football guys. We are just bypassing all those offensive linemen, except for Proctor and Vegas so far. It's all receivers being pushed up. So, but I had him ranked a lot higher than where he's at here. But the tackles aren't great this time. But all righty. I think we are at. Is this Dallas? This is Uzell, right?
All right, Jerry.
Dallas twice? Did I stick you with Dallas twice? I'm sorry.
Yep.
You're ready to start. So you're Jerry Jones, but no, that's
Jerry Jones.
America's team.
America's team at the 20th pick.
God, Dallas got 2 first round picks.
Jerry,
We
you sure you want to go with this pick, Jerry?
Nope.
Yeah, I want to go with this pick. Okay.
The
The pick is in.
Okay.
All right, what did you and Moneybags deliberate on?
With the 20th pick, the greatest team in America,
Oh, jeez.
Oh, please.
Keldrick Falk,
Uh-huh.
linebacker from Auburn.
Nice.
That's actually an already pick for real.
No, that's a good pick. I considered him for Tampa instead of Lemon. He's a good ball player. He's a violent player. He's going to be a really good football player.
Dallas simply needs to show signs on defense. So
Yeah, anything on defense will help. Yeah.
Yep.
you can pretty much always count on them to have a good offense. It's a matter of coming in at the most clutch times that's held them back. But they've always had talent there. But now it's just simply time to beef up their defense.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Kenny, you're on the clock for the Rams since it was the Steelers jump up.
Yeah.
Boy, what a jump for the Steelers. They pulled that
Look
off.
at that trade. I couldn't believe it.
Somehow,
What a beautiful jump.
Kenny's the new GM, and they pulled it off.
The Rams clearly have what they want in this territory.
Yeah, they do. Pick is in.
Oh wow, it's so fast.
Pick is in. Yeah. With the 21st pick in this 2026 draft, the LA Rams will select KC Concepcion, wide receiver, Texas A&M.
Okay, I like it. So they got
There's the Devontae Adams replacement.
I was about to mention Adams. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a Devontae Adams replacement, big body receiver, got great hands, possession guy, but he's also really fast after the catch. So I watched him play a few times.
He played with a quarterback that couldn't get him the football. If you get a guy who can give him the football, he'll probably be amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Well, Matt Stafford said he's coming back, so we're going to give him one more shot.
No, exactly. I like the pick. He's a really good ball player. So
yes.
Right. You guys keep talking about the pick. I'm going to put these other picks in there behind.
Yeah, man. I think
known to have some good wide receivers though.
Yeah. There's a lot of receivers get taken in the first round. I'm noticing.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Thursday's gonna be like that too, though. I do. I really do. I think Thursday is gonna be. You're gonna get some shockers. I think Thursday.
Yeah, I think so too.
Quarterback gonna get drafted.
Don't do this, please. Please don't do this. Because I already know if there's only one other team in the first round that could possibly pick it. Oh my! If you want to see Pittsburgh riot, let them do it. Let them Steelers do it. Let them do it. The police cars will be on fire. It'll go crazy mayhem downtown. I'm telling you. If they take Ty Simpson and oh my gosh,
that's what I heard they taking.
As long as they don't do unpleasant things in the streets.
So Kenny, we didn't talk about. We talked this about on our show. You know, they invited him to the draft. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do this to me.
I'm just saying. I'm not trying to make him pick him. Like they didn't invite him to the draft, so he can be sitting there till the second round. Because I'm not saying they should pick him. I'm just saying that this is what we discussed. Like, why? I know they didn't have Mendoza come, but they got Ty Simpson. He could be sitting there. You know, the other team, it could be Arizona because if they fall back, they could go to 20 and maybe pick him at 20 instead. But
they can go into the fourth round and pick him. He's gonna be there, I promise you. Gosh, please, Pittsburgh, don't do this. I ain't gonna lie. If they pick him, I'm getting off live stream. I'm sorry. I'm getting off the stream. If they pick him, I don't even want to talk football. The rest of the night, I'm good.
All right, let's get to the next pick. This is Sean at 22. You're on the clock, sir. 22 for the Chargers. That's right.
Oh yeah, I know exactly. Man. You see the playoff game.
All right, the pick is in. With the 22nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select T.J. Parker, edge, Clemson.
Wow. Interesting.
The Chargers have a bugaboo on their defense. They need somebody who can rush.
Okay.
Khalil Mack, they brought him back on a safe deal, but they need some help.
You don't think that they would try to get offensive line out of this draft?
That's exactly what I thought you were going.
Right. That was where I was going to go. That's where I was considering, but Parker caught my attention.
No, Parker's. I mean, people are pumping him up here late in the process.
Yeah. They even had one mock where he was going to the Steelers. I said, for what?
Yeah.
I ain't seen one mock draft I like yet that they put out.
Really? Yeah,
I like my pick better.
No mock draft is perfect.
Really.
Draft is perfect.
All right, I'm going to start my clock. I am on the Eagles at 23. And Sean, even though you're kind of late, you still have a chance to trade. You know, you're the only one who hasn't used the trade.
Yep.
All right, my minute is starting. I've got the Eagles. Let's look at the Eagles options here.
AJ Brown's reading a book somewhere.
He is reading a book. Yeah, reading a book. I still can't believe this guy's not still there. Okay, the pick is in. All right, with the 23rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, Philadelphia Eagles are taking Francis Mayagoa, offensive tackle from Miami.
There you
The
go.
man is a mountain.
Yes.
He is a gigantic person. There's only so many people in this world. At some point, their tackle retire. They need to get replacements. So they could have gone defense still because there's a lot of defensive guys I like, but I think they'll go a little offensive line. They could go receiver too. You guys took a couple receivers. I like.
Philly does have a threshold to meet when it comes to offensive linemen, I will admit. So I can agree with this one.
Yeah, you stole mine.
Yes. That's all I want to do is steal Kenny's pick. All right. So you're on the clock for Cleveland at 24.
Oh, brother.
All right. To
You got
recap,
Jets
they've
and
already
Cleveland.
chosen Carnell Tate.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
I have not envied the last two picks, man. The Jets and the
He's been
Browns.
screwed. He got Cowboys, Jets, and Browns. So,
Oof.
sorry, just how it fell down, but that's horrible.
Get him, your brutality.
No.
That's why you had to trade. If you had to trade right away.
The pick is in. With the 24th pick, with the best team in Ohio,
Garbage can.
the Cleveland Browns select Denzel Boston, wide receiver from Washington.
All right, a two-headed wide receiver rookie monster coming out of this first round for the Browns.
Garbage.
Is there kind of an internal disagreement here about receivers taken?
I don't have a problem with the receiver being taken. I just think they need a tackle, but maybe they can get him later, or maybe Zell didn't like the guys who were left. You know what I mean?
You basically took the guy who
I took my guy. I took your guy.
Oh man, you gonna
All right, now you're scouting for your team there.
Yeah, that's right. All right, 1 minute for the Bears. So let's think. We got. Yeah, they took Falk, man. I don't like that. That's my guy.
hold on. Let me see.
Pick is in. All right, for the 25th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, Chicago Bears will take B.J. Allen, linebacker from Georgia.
Okay.
Bears need to have some kind of defense.
I wanted Falk, but Zell took a good pick there. I like that guy a lot. I considered the corner from Tennessee, Peter Woods from Clemson's kind of talk. I'm not buying him though. So I heard this guy is just he's a beast. So I would take him. The other guy I would take is that guy we talked about, Kenny, for your team. So
Yeah.
I like him as a playmaker too. Let me just reset this real quick. Okay. We did a little switch order. This is now Sean with the Bills. You are on the clock, sir.
Not anymore. I'm not. I'm trading back 2 spots with the Houston Texans.
All right.
I'm not dropping back 3 spots to see the rival in Kansas City.
Yeah, you don't want to do that again.
Okay, so you're the Texans now.
I'll go the first time. So
Yeah.
Houston, you are on the clock.
Okay, so this is
Buffalo trading with Kansas City didn't work out last time.
Now you see where I'm going with this, right?
Right?
okay. I gotta update this thing now. I like it. Wait, he's just waiting, pulling his cards late. I like it. So the Texans are now Bills. You get a little more time. That was from John's time. So.
The pick is in.
The pick is in.
It's the 26th pick, right? Because we traded. Okay.
Correct.
Yes, you're the 26th pick. Yeah.
With the 26th pick, the Houston Texans select Chase. I'm trying to pronounce his last name.
Oh, Basantis?
Bisantis from
Okay.
Texas A&M.
Okay.
Basantis. I like it. He's a guard, right? Guard?
He's a guard, and they need a guard.
Yes, they do.
Clearly.
Well, without protection for CJ, he, this option year might be his last year. They did what they had to do with Anderson already, so.
That's true. That's very true. Okay, give me 1 second as I catch up real quick.
On to the Niners. You should have some fun with this one.
Yeah, because I got plenty of options for sure with these guys.
And the Niners are one of the teams that I have really liked their offseason.
Parker, by the way, Parker was what position again for Clemson?
Edge.
Edge. The Eagles took Boston. Bears, we took Allen. All right, so you took Santos. All right. Okay. On the clock, that's Kenny, San Francisco.
Let me talk to Cal Shanahan real quick, see what you want to say.
Make sure he's on board.
Cal, you ain't won a Super Bowl yet.
Say hi to Mike for me.
Gotcha.
He's got the Super Bowl.
Let me see. The pick is in.
All right.
With the 27th pick, 2026 draft, the 49ers will select Peter Woods, D-line. Don't go there. We'll go D-line.
It's a good call.
Yeah, they get hurt too much on that line, so adding some more depth pieces is what's needed for sure. Because I'm tired of every time I look up, they losing another defender. They lost everybody last year. I had to go out there and play for them. That's how bad it got.
This is a team that just used to command respect in the trenches.
Yeah, so that's why you got to get back to that trenches warfare.
Exactly.
So, especially in the division that they're in right now, especially with the Rams upgrading on defense. You got Seattle. Even though they lost a lot of pieces, they still got some dogs over there. So we're gonna have to compete. You got to compete in the trenches. So that's why I went with that pick right there.
It's a good pick.
They can command some respect again if they get healthy too. Gosh.
Yeah, that's what I said. They got to get healthy.
Yeah. Everybody out there is wearing Band-Aids.
Yes.
All right, Sean, you're on the clock because of your trade now.
All right. Buffalo on the clock at number 28. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, okay, understood. Let's see here. The pick is in.
All right.
With the 28th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Cassius Howell, edge from Texas and A&M.
Okay.
Nice.
This guy's super fast off the edge. Gives Will Anderson vibes.
Yeah.
And another team like Buffalo that likes to play in the trenches. So
No, he's as they say, he's a violent pass rusher. That's what they want in the league. So he can make plays. That's for sure.
Yeah, and in a top heavy division, you want to be the top dog. Buffalo wasn't that far off. And I would argue that they're going to be the favorites to repeat again. Just the one year that they couldn't overtake New England at the top.
That's right. Okay, Kenny, you're back on the clock with the Chiefs. Your minute. I know Kenny doesn't need a minute, but we're going to give it to him anyway. Okay, your minute has started.
All right. Andy, put the sandwich down.
What?
Put the sandwich down.
Put the burger down.
Yeah, put the burger down for a second.
You got to get the cheese out of his mustache. Come on.
So you sure that's what you want to go with? Justin Fields your quarterback next year. Okay. Got it. Pick is in.
Let's try not to question a guy who's been coaching in this league since the late 90s.
Right. All righty. And with the 29th pick, the Kansas City Chiefs select Blake Miller, offensive tackle. Why?
Right.
Because have you seen their right tackle? The most penalized guy in the league. They have to get rid of him. So with that, whatever it takes to get rid of him, do it. It's just bad. They just if their right tackle would just conform and understand you cannot line up offsides on every play, sir. They're getting illegal procedures on every play.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it from the side view.
Yes. When they get a side view, yes, it's bad. He's the poster boy for when they go to the offseason, they be like, this is what we do not want. No, he is the guy they show. He's the pitcher because he lines up bad every time. So get another right tackle that you can put in there, and let's see what he can do. Anything's better than what you got.
So you didn't consider any of the edge guys, guys that are still on there,
Yeah, I looked at a couple of them, but I was like, yeah. Once TJ Parker, because I'm not gonna lie, if TJ Parker was there, that's probably what I'd have picked him for. I was thinking him, even the guy I picked for the 49ers, Peter. I was thinking of putting him there, but I had to think for the 49ers organization.
Yeah. You had to think Kyle needed to be.
Yeah, it had to be Cal. Yeah.
Second. Okay, Sean, you got the pick. You are up with Miami. Your minute is started.
All right, the pick is in.
All right.
I gotta make sure I didn't pick anybody who hasn't been taken already though. This far in. I'm gonna read the bottom there.
Yeah, I didn't put the last couple picks in, but the last three picks would be Woods, Howell, and Miller. That wouldn't be on that ticker, right?
With the 30th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jordan Tyson, Arizona State.
Oh, he's already been taken for sure.
That's what I thought. I got it.
Yeah, he was taken by. That's what Kenny traded up for. Kenny did his little.
Yeah, I stole him.
Trade with the Rams. I'm going to trade with the Rams to get my guy.
Oh, sorry. Chris Brazzell, wide receiver, Tennessee.
Okay.
I love this. Another one of those speed guys, and he's got speed, he's got height. He reminds me a lot of Randy Moss, who was the exact same height.
Randy.
At least with the stats. Had a 4.3 40-yard dash.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it's not a glorious pick, obviously, but Miami does need some help on the offensive side of the ball too.
Correct.
So
Help Malik Willis out for sure.
yeah.
Okay. I'll take my last pick with New England. Start the clock. New England.
I'm gonna be a real interested observer in New England, how they approach this draft.
Interesting pick, but I think I got it. Pick is in. With the 31st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Monroe, hooked on a Freeling, offensive tackle, Georgian.
Okay.
I think we saw last year, what's his name? Will Campbell was the turnstile. They need to protect that young man back there. I think they will protect him. But maybe with different guys. I don't know if this guy's going to fall. A lot of my mocks, this guy's a lot further up. So there's also a guy, Caleb Lomu's out there. Max, a guy I can't pronounce his name. Yana Shore. There's a few guys out there. So I think they're going to go offensive line, but they could go edge too if they want. But I think they'll go offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Zell, you ready for your last pick, the last pick of the draft, so you can close us out for your Seattle Seahawks? You can't. I know you'll probably trade in real life. You can trade out of the first round, but who do you want to take in this last pick?
I know who I'm taking in this last pick.
Okay, pick's in.
Yep, the pick is in. With the 32nd pick, the world champion Seattle Seahawks select Jadarian Price, running back from Notre Dame.
Okay.
So the second running back to come off the board.
Wait.
Oh.
You said from Notre Dame?
Yeah, Jadarian Price.
And at the oh wow. Okay. Keep that Notre Dame tradition going. I see.
Yep, the 1-2 Notre Dame punch. So both running backs in this first round coming from the same school.
That would be something right there.
That would be something.
So
the only running backs are both from the same school in the first round.
You figure because Charbonnet's probably not going to be back right away. You guys need a good back.
Charbonnet's not going to be back for a minute.
What better time to get somebody raw?
Yeah.
So,
don't resign the MVP of the Super Bowl. Just go get another running back.
Right.
Good knees, not bad knees.
Right. Yeah. No. I think that's right. I think you're right. All right. Let me just put up the list.
Let's bookmark this. I want to see how accurate they are when it compares to the first round on Thursday.
Yeah, I'll keep the ticker up.
For sure.
I just want to do Brace out.
And if we do get graded, I want to see just how well we're graded in comparison.
Right. Okay.
I think all my picks address the need. I think all my picks address the need that was needed on the team.
Yeah, I mean one or two that are kind of more of a talent reach than anything else, which is the approach of some people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Miami, they have a few more needs as opposed to yeah.
Does any team need a quarterback?
Sorry, guys.
This draft is just so stacked at so many positions compared to others.
I do think we drafted the hell out of wide receiver. I don't know if it's going to be that many. You know what? Guys that we didn't draft, there were not a lot of cornerbacks. The Jermon McCoy didn't get drafted.
You know what? That was the one I was thinking about for the Chiefs as well.
Yeah, as was I. If
they lost for their corners,
if it wasn't there for the taking for the Vikings, that's who they would go with for sure.
Yeah.
The other guy that's been tied to your team, Zell, is Colton Hood, cornerback at Tennessee. Like 4 out of 5 mocks I've seen have him to that team. It's either him or Price. So interesting. And then Mesidor, the other pass rusher from Miami, fell out of the first round in a lot of mocks. I like that guy, though. Well, guys, we did it. We made it through 32 picks. I don't know how these guys do it in real world. That's a lot of work. It was really fun, though. I wish we had more comments from the peanut gallery. We had people watching. There's 60 people watching.
Yeah.
They just didn't want to comment.
And they might be waiting on us. And to be fair, these people who do these drafts, they have a lot more time than we do. We had a week.
Yeah. We had to just throw it together, but it was a fun time. I'm glad we did it. Thanks for joining.
And I want to see if we can be future GMs ourselves with how we approach these picks.
Well, if Kenny can make those trades.
I mean, that's excellent. Drumming up 8 spots right there in the middle of the first round.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I couldn't believe the Rams did it when I called them on the phone. I was like, "Hey," and then the other phone said, "Hey, you want to trade?" Yeah, okay. And it was me the whole time.
It was you the whole time. Hey, do you want to trade? I did hear that
you will swap this pick.
I definitely think that the Steelers are going to move up though in the draft. I think that's
okay. So
they got 12 picks.
For sure.
They got 12 picks. So, well, let's sign this off.
No quarterback though.
Yeah, it's been a full hour and a half. But hey, thanks for check us out. Lockdown Coverage Podcast every Tuesday. Prime Coverage Sports Network. Follow me at WegsPoNX on Instagram. Kenny, where can we follow you again besides everywhere?
Besides everywhere on the PCSN, you can find me on Facebook at Kenny Cassanova, or you can go into my YouTube page, which is Cassanova Vibes. If you need some love advice, go over to Cassanova Confessions. I'm over there dropping jewels. So every Monday we drop a new episode. So.
Where would we be without you, man?
We find you, sir.
You can find me at Facebook at Denzel Smith and on Instagram at Windy City Kid.
That's right. Sean, how about you?
And for me, you can find me on Facebook at Sean.Davich or Twitter/X, your preference, at Sean Davich.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all for doing this. We had a good time. We'll definitely check out if we can match up the results on Thursday. Yes. Have a great week, fellas.
I see ya.
You got great picks, everyone.
Yeah, hey, drop.
Prime Coverage Sports Network. Real coverage, real conversation.